Earth is one of those hits that just came out this past year in 2023. Earth has really taken the gaming world by storm. It's one of these games that everyone's playing it, everyone's hyped about it, and it's just as good as it sounds. Everyone's playing it because it's a lot of fun. This is a card draft or card playing tableau building game where you are trying to accomplish certain objectives by the end of the game. You're also trying to build an engine of cards in your own personal tableau. There's different resources like the sprouts that you can collect onto your cards. Those will get you points. And then there's also something called these growth tokens that you can place on certain cards. And that will also allow you to get certain amount of points. Now, those are based on the cards themselves. Sometimes the growth points are just like a 1-to-1 ratio. So if there's 3 that are on it, it might just be worth a point each. But there are some cards that if you max out, what's allowed on that card, like it'll say if you have 3 on here at the max, it'll actually be worth 5 or 6 points. So that's those are sort of maximizings on those cards that you want to focus on. Now the sprouts and those growth tokens added to some of those cards are also usable for certain cards that require them as a payment. So there are effects that happen where you can pay those things to get other benefits, whether you're drawing more cards or playing more cards. This is also a game where no matter whose turn it is, everyone gets a chance to play because they select the main action, one of 4 or 5 actions there on your board, and then they get the bigger effect first, and then everyone else gets the secondary effect according to which one they chose. And they are color-coded as well. Essentially, you're playing cards, that's an option. You are collecting soil, which is your main resource for playing a card. So a card might have 10 cost soil, so you have to be able to spend that to play a card. There's also the grow and then the sprouts, and so those are different ways to sort of collect those resources and play them on your tableau. Everyone's board, you start out with a few different cards to start your engine, and so you get a pick of 2 on some of these different ones that start you out with sometimes an immediate benefit at the start of the game or some ongoing effects. One thing about this game is that engine building. So ongoing effects, whenever a action is chosen, that color is also after the resolved, you get to resolve all those cards in your tableau and your board that have that color. So if the yellow action is chosen after you've completed that action, then you get to resolve everything in your tableau top to bottom and your board top to bottom. Depending on which one you want to do first, that's fine, but they all get to trigger, and that's where the engine building really comes into effect. So do you want to choose your action on your turn for the bigger effect on a specific action for that effect mainly, or do you want to maybe alternately decide to choose the one that's going to give you a stronger rolling effect of all those different effects triggering, or kind of just wait for other players to choose it and then you get that effect at that point. But this is a game where you're always playing, you're always paying attention to what everyone's doing, and it's beautiful. This is a game where all the cards are unique and different and all themed around, the earth. You've got plant life and wildlife all represented here. Although I will say it tends to be more plant life focused than not. But it's a lot of fun. It's bright and colorful. The pieces are great, and I think it plays just very solidly, and it's hyped right now for a reason because it's a lot of fun. So if you've not heard of Earth, the board game, then definitely go pick up a copy or go try and play it at your nearby game store or attend a convention. Earth is definitely worth playing. You get better the more you play because you start to see what kind of effects and combos you can build. But it's awesome. Definitely check it out. I recommend it. Check out Earth.